Does this shit do this? Guys, bear with me a minute. Why does it say it's locked? Fucking pain in my ass. Oh, fuck's sakes. She's just gonna make things more complicated. All right, bear with me here because for whatever reason, YouTube does not like rotating phones. I don't know why. So we're gonna do this kind of at a weird, fucked up angle here. So give me one moment while I figure out my camera positioning. There you go. Of course, that's gonna fall, right? All right. For months, I've been saying I'm gonna make this video, and I have not. All right. Everybody knows what this is. Okay. Everybody knows what this is. All right. You guys see me using this one here earlier. Okay. How to use these damn things. All right. Now on TikTok, I see a lot of guys that are putting these things out like they are the end all answer to your communication issues if shit hit the fan. It's not. This is more like it. Okay. As you can see, it's an E.F. Johnson. Okay. This is a commercial radio. You need, under normal conditions, software to program this radio. This radio software is optional. Okay. You can program this to the keypad. And now what does that mean? All right. Let's start off with that. All right. So we turn the radio on. I'm going to try to do this with the shitty lighting I have. Frequency mode. All right. That's your frequency. All right. This is a VHF and UHF radio. What does that mean? Let's start with that. VHF is anything that starts with a 1. UHF is anything that starts with a 4 for normal operations. Okay. There's a technical definition with that, but this is what we're going with. VHF starts with 1. UHF starts with 2. All right. Hold on, give me a second. Take out my sweater. Sweating to death here. Okay. So you see this bottom numbers here, 467.7. Okay, that is my repeater that is sitting right behind me. And when you talk into that, oh, hold on, the offset is wrong. Okay, either way, we're going to get into offsets very shortly as to what an offset does and things of that nature. All right. So anything between these ranges. 4, 4, 0, 0. Okay. This is the starting of the VHF handband. 1, 4, 7, 9, 9, 5. That is the ending of the VHF handband. Okay. So anything in between. 3, 5. Hold on. I'm looking through the screen as I'm typing this number. 4, 5, 8. Okay. That's in the handband. You need a license to talk there. Okay. 1, 4, 5, you need a license to talk here. Okay. Well, not on that exact frequency, but more or less. Okay. You need a license to talk here. Okay. So anything between. 1, 4, 4, 0, 0. Okay. Anything between 144 and 148 megahertz. You need a license. Okay. Now on the side with the 4s. Okay. Anything between 430, okay, and 450 megahertz, you need a license for. That is the UHF handband. Okay. So if you already have your license, you ain't worried about it. That's all good. Now, where can you talk without a license? Well, you have MERS. Okay, this is a license-free area. All right, there's 10 channels down here. It's license-free. It's called the multiple use radio service. All right. And everybody knows about the hollaback radios. It's supposed to be 5625, 5675. Okay. This is the FRS frequencies. All right. So you have 462.5625. And if I set my step, there you go. Let's set the step. All right. So that way we can just show you. All right. So you have 462. The damn thing will focus. 56. Why is that doing that? Hang on a second. Let's go. I'm trying to show you the actual frequencies here, okay? 462.625. What the hell is this radio doing? 462.562. There you go. 462.5625. That is FRS channel 1. Okay? 462.5875 is channel 2. As FRS, Family Radio Service. No license required. All right. Four 6125. 4626375. Okay, it's right there. Okay, that's another channel. And 4626625. All right. I got it at 2.5 kc steps. All right, that's another channel. That's channel 6. And channel 7 is 4627125. That's channel 7. Okay. Channel 8 is basically the same numbers with just kind of reversed. 4, 6, 7, 5, 6, 2. All right. That's channel 8. Channel 9 is then 5875, 6125, 6375, 6675, 6875, and 7125. All right. All right. Those are frequencies anybody can use. No problem. You can curse on them. Have fun. The menu. All right. Let's start at the very beginning. Okay. All right. So menu 1, as you see, a step. The step, all right, changes it. You have 2.5, 5, 6 1/4, 10, 12 1/2, 20, 25, 50, and 2.5. What this does is, so let's just set it at 12 1/2. All right. So now when you go to use the menu, right? No, let's start over. Get your menu. When you want to choose that particular menu, just hit again menu, and it'll give you the choice to make a selection there. How you make your selection is with the up and down arrows, because the volume does nothing. Okay, so after you make your selection, you hit menu again. You see that little arrow? When the arrow is up, you cannot make a selection there. When the arrow is down, that's when you can make your selection. Okay, so now we're going to go back over to the step. Okay, we selected 12 1/2 kc step, right? All right, how you get out of the menu, you just have to quickly hit the PTT. All right, so now you see that there, it says 4675625, right? With a 12 1/2 kc step, it goes to 575. Now who's going to guess what's the next? 12 1/2 kcs, right? 5875. 600. Now it should be 6125, right? It is. So you want to change that to however you want it to work. Now, this mainly works when you are scanning. Okay? So say that you're trying to find something, right? You have no idea what's where. You're not even quite sure of what the frequency is. All right, with this radio here, you see right there, the little star button. I believe that's supposed to say scan. All right, I'm going to put the volume up and listen to what it says. You got to press and hold star.
Scanning begin.
And it sounds like it says scanning beacon, but it says scanning begin. All right. So you let that run. If you feel that, it's taking too long or whatever, or you want it to step more,
scanning stop.
You go to your menu. So you go to your step.
Frequency step.
You choose your arrow and say you just want to go to like a 20 kc step, right?
Confirm.
Hit your PTT. Hit scan.
Scanning begin.
Now look at the big chunks it's taking out. All right. With this, you're going to cover more ground, but you have more of a chance of missing something. All right. That's the only problem.
Scanning stop.
So if you're not sure of where something is and you want to scan,
frequency step,
I would advise using a 5 kc step. All right. The military tends to use what's called splinter channels, which is the 12.5 kc step. You will still come across them if they're close enough, and there's other conditions involved in that, but we're not going to get into that. All right. That's the very first thing, your step.
menu,
Transmit power.
power,
Okay. It tells you what it is.
confirm, power,
5 watts, 1 watt, whatever the hell the radio puts out, I'm not even sure. Okay. That's only when you're transmitting.
confirm,
All right. And you can also hit exit in order to get out of there. All right.
menu,
Next, this is your battery save.
save mode,
Okay. I don't know if it actually makes a difference. You can put it as high as you want, or you could just turn it off. I don't believe it works. So yeah, I'm kind of biased on that. So, but that's what that is. Vox,
Vox,
voice activated transmit. All right, check this out. Now, the number is the sensitivity, right? So it goes all the way up to 10. All right. So let's just put this on 10, right? You hit confirm, exit, right? Hello. It's supposed to transmit. Okay. Vox stands for voice activated transmit. All right. Let's put that at 1 and see if that makes a difference.
confirm,
Apparently it's not sensitive enough, or I'm too far from the radio. All right, but that's what the voice activated, or the Vox, is supposed to be. All right, we normally leave that off.
confirm,
Next, wide and narrow.
channel bandwidth,
Okay, it tells you what it is. Wide, narrow, wide. 99% of the time, that's going to be wide. Okay, what the difference is, wide is a 25 kc receive, narrow is 12.5 kc. All right, that's what that is. And kc stands for kilohertz. ABR. I don't remember what that is. I think I set it at, and it just stays there. TDR.
dual standby,
Dual standby. There you go. So dual standby basically is what your default screen is. So you can listen to 2 frequencies at once. So let's just say that I've made this, right? Like,
1, 4, 7, 9, 0,
okay. So say I'm listening to my local repeater here, right? But I'm trying to listen in to something up here. With the dual watch, it'll allow you to do that. Okay. If not, when you turn it off,
dual standby, confirm,
it should just allow you to listen just to 1 frequency. Okay. That's what that is. That's one of those things you just leave on and never touch it. Okay. Your beep, it's kind of self-explanatory. It's the beeping of the keys. Okay. That's all that is. All right. Timeout timer. You cannot turn this off, I believe. No, actually you can. The lowest you can go is 15 seconds. Now, what timeout timer is that you press the microphone to say something. This gives you up to 300 seconds or 3 minutes in order to talk. If you put it at 15 seconds, then the radio is going to stop transmitting after 15 seconds, and you'll be talking to yourself, and nobody knows what the hell you said because you blurted out your dying breath, and you didn't know you only had 15 seconds to say it. So leave that at 600 seconds by default. Receive digital coded squelch.
DCS.
That's what that stands for. There are a lot of freaking codes. Starts at 7:45 and starts at 23. If you run a receive PL or receive DCS, know what the hell code it is because you will never figure it out. Or I mean, you can scan it, but that's for later. That's what that is. Receive carrier tone squelch. I forget what the hell that stands for. It's a receive PL. If you're running a receive PL, know what it is because nobody will ever hear you.
Menu.
Transmit digital coded squelch. Now that one, these are mainly used for repeater systems, okay, to have access to the system. All right, again, that starts at 23 and it goes all the way up to 700, okay. CTCSS, all right, these start at 67 and they go all the way up to 254.1. This has all the PLs, all 50 PL tones. This is also for using repeater systems, okay? Not really needed if you are talking off of some kind of repeater system. If you're talking point to point, you don't need the PL tones. This is the voice, all right? Yeah, it's Chinese, English, and something else. Use whatever language you like. ANI ID. This is like ANI was used at one point. You can set this to whatever number you want, and then when you key up, when you push the talk, it'll either send that digit at the beginning or at the end. Gets kind of annoying after a while. All right. It serves a purpose for paging and things of that nature. I don't believe these radios page, so it's not really a feature that's useful. Okay, DTMF, all right, this is for ANI, goes hand in hand, but again, the radios don't do paging, so it doesn't help. Squelch code. I don't know what that is. Okay, scan reverse. So this right here is for your scan. You have timed, carrier, or until the carrier drops. Okay, so say that you're scanning for something, right? And you're looking for something completely new. You can set the radio to stay on that frequency until either the carrier goes away, the time passes, or the carrier drops. All right. You have to figure out what option there works for you, and that is that option right there. Okay. Scan SCREV. PTTID, that's like your Roger beep. See, you have PTTID off, both, and when you first key up and then when you unkey, end of transmission, or both. All right, now let's show you what this thing does. That's what that thing does. Okay, that's what PTTID does. Yeah, it's okay if you have a use for it. Sure. PTT light, that's when you push the button, the screen will stay lit for however long you set in that option. And that goes all the way up to, I think, 15 seconds. If you're in a shit hit the fan situation, you don't want that light on for very long. You get spotted. It's that simple. Mode A, frequency. All right. This is after you program the radio. It gets interesting, all right? Because that has a lot to do with after the radio is programmed. Same thing. That's with band A, band B. Okay, B clone. This is if you want to send this radio. You spent hours programming this radio. It's got every frequency that you need for the local sheriff's department, whatever, whatever. You got another radio. You don't want to sit there and spend 6 hours programming it. Well, you can go into this menu here, B-clone, and then you can put the cable in and transfer the memory to another radio. That's the nice thing about these radios. Auto lock. I don't recommend using that until you figure out how to use the radio. What the auto lock does is it'll lock the keypad, and then if you need to change the frequency real quick, you don't realize the screen was locked, which actually happened to me earlier. You're like, what the fuck? And then, yeah, so keep the auto lock off until you get used to the radio.
Menu.
Okay, your shift.
Frequency direction.
Okay, this is for repeaters. You have negative offset, no offset, which is simplex, positive offset, and then negative. And then they have some of the other radios have a different option, right? And what this does is, all right, you see right now it's negative, right?
Confirm.
All right. So we're at 4700825, right? It's going to shift negative. So it's going to, hold on, wrong man,
Channel mode.
wrong one.
Frequency mode.
There you go. See, so it'll shift 5 megahertz down. See that? 475.08, whatever.
Menu.
So when you want to do a negative shift,
Confirm.
it'll go 465.08, whatever. If you don't want it to shift,
Frequency direction.
just hit off,
Confirm.
and it will transmit straight on that frequency. So that's what that SFT does.
Menu.
This is your offset. One of them is for UHF, which is the 400s. The other one is
Offset
for
frequency.
VHF. Okay, so you have to keep in mind
Confirm.
which one that you are using. Memory channel. After you program in your frequencies, you choose your memory channel. You go here,
Menu.
you hit memory.
Channel.
You select the memory channel that you want. You hit memory again, and it'll save all the parameters into the radio for you. You don't have to go crazy trying to recall it. When you want to go back to it, you just hit the orange button, and boom, your memories are there.
Menu.
Delete memory channel. You hit menu, choose the memory channel you want to delete, hit menu again. It takes that channel out. This is the LED that you see now. You can change the color of it. Hold on. What the hell did I just do? Where did it just go? I lost it. Okay.
Backlight selection.
Yeah, purple.
Confirm.
It's kind of annoying.
Backlight selection.
Off. Blue. Orange.
Confirm.
Easiest to look at. You have the receive. When it starts to receive a message, your screen will light up orange. When you transmit, you receive, your screen will also light up orange or red or blue, pink, whatever the hell color you want. I don't remember what this is.
Confirm.
I don't remember what that function is. Band UHF.
Band selection.
Oh, well, so it's VHF or UHF, and you can barely tell the difference at the very bottom. You see where the U and the V is moving? That's what that is. All right, and that's just making it where, like, if you were here, instead of hitting the AB button, that's VHF. Hit AB again, that's UHF. That's basically what that button does.
Menu.
Not sure what this is.
Confirm.
This I leave off. I turned it on by mistake one day, and I don't remember what it did, but it screwed me up. So just by default, leave that off. Repeater site, leave that off also. You don't need it. I'm telling you, you don't need it. Repeat or else. What the hell is that?
Confirm.
If I have it off, you don't need it. Power on message. All right, you can put whatever you want. So when you first turn on the radio, it'll say your name, whatever. This is Ecom, I think number 1. So I got a bunch of these radios. Okay.
Menu.
Your Roger beep, it's kind of like CB radios, and they have the Roger beeps. Every time you unkey, it makes a funny noise. That's all that is. And reset all. I don't recommend you use that unless you really screwed the radio up and you don't mind losing your memory channels. And that's it. That's the menu. Okay. So these radios do not cover aviation. Hold on. I'm pretty sure they don't cover aviation.
132.0.0.0.
They do cover aviation. Okay. Now the problem with this is that although it goes onto the frequency, it doesn't go to AM, so it's useless. So you can live right next to an airport and try to listen into the control tower, but you're not going to hear them because the radio is only FM. This is an FM only radio. Oh, another cool feature about this radio. I don't know if you guys know this. It's got a flashlight. It's got that. And it's got the shit that'll get you into trouble. Now, how did I do that? You see that? The orange button right there? That's for the FM radio. Okay, so you just tap that. It'll take you to the FM radio. Another bad function, if you press and hold this button, it transmits that. The only way to turn that shit off is to turn the radio off. So if you are hiding from somebody and you accidentally press and hold that orange button, expect to get found. You can't turn your radio off fast enough. Push to talk, and this is like your monitor button also. Allows you to open up the squelch. Okay, that's the basics to the radio. That's how you navigate the menus. For frequencies, you go to radioreference.com. You can pick your state, pick what you want to listen to. It'll give you the frequencies. As long as it's got a 1 in it or a 4 in it, you can listen to it. If it's anywhere else, forget it. All right. I hope this helps somebody out. These radios are kind of cool. It'll get you by in a pinch. But if you think you're not going to be found talking on a radio and stuff like that, just any communications are not secure. Even one of these, even though it has an encryption module in it, it can all be decoded. Okay, it can all be very easily decoded if you know what you're doing. This is the same radio as this, just with a bigger battery. See, just a bigger battery. Yeah, my repeater doesn't seem to be on. Anyway, I hope this helps. Yeah, we'll do another video after we do you guys play with your radios for a little while. For now, you guys got the Q-Cat.